second serve. Eala here ready to pounce. Does pretty well on the return, but maybe not well enough because Vanetova is very much in this rally, taking advantage of that gap there, down the line there, and it's 30-15, and now Vanetova is 2 points away from the win. Eala, I agree, has got to play with a bit more margin on that return, but she's still probably got to do a bit more than that. Maybe I'm being too specific and too fussy for her on the return. But she's got to go big-ish. She's got to get it over the net and with plenty of depth. That's on the second serve return. This is going to be a first serve anyway. 30-15, 5-1. Vanetova serving. Where are you going to go with this? You've landed it down the tee. Eala, though, gets it back in play. But that's a good shot there from Vanetova. Now on the forehand, which is too good from Vanetova. And it's going to be 2 match points for the Czech. 40-15 now. Her forehand today has been too strong, too hot, too fiery. And look at that yell of relief there as much as anything else from Vanetova. 2 match points with 1 hour and 32 minutes on the clock. The Czech will be desperate to get a first serve in as she seeks to set up a second round clash with Karolina Muchova. Can she get the first serve in? She throws up the ball. She goes down out wide. Eala struggles to get it in. We've got a drive volley for Vanetova. Now she's going to have a smash issue if this lands in, but it doesn't. It lands out. Tereza Vanetova is through to the second round. She wins 7-6, 6-1 in this opening round clash in Doha at the Qatar Open. Alexandra Eala doesn't exactly celebrate her top 40 breakthrough in the world rankings. She's out in straight sets. What was the story of the match? Well, all about momentums. The first set, Vanetova chose to receive. It seemed to be a wise decision, as Vanetova showed with those 2 qualifying matches that she came through. She took that momentum into the opening stages of this match. Alex Eala, I can see her waving to the crowd, by the way. She thanks the support that she got today, and she'll be getting across the WTA Tour this year. She kisses as well to the crowd and touches her heart as she appreciates the support, signing the autographs as she head off. But anyway, yeah, Vanetova chose to receive, and it seemed to be a wise decision for the Czech. She breaks serve in the opening game of the match, and then she holds for 2-love. Eala, though, then goes on a run of 4 games in a row as she seemed to get her teeth into the match. And at this stage, with Eala leading 4-2, I was pretty optimistic for Alex's chances for the victory because I felt as though the opening exchanges of the match probably would go the way of the Czech, bearing in mind that she's already played 2 matches in Qatar. Huge advantage for her in the opening stages. But then once Eala got her teeth into the match, I thought that would probably be enough for Alex to ultimately get the win. But Vanetova had other ideas. She then breaks back and gets it to 4-all. It's then nip and tuck as we head towards the tiebreak. Eala does eke out a very early advantage in that tiebreak. She gets to 3-2. But then we had another momentum shift towards Vanetova with her winning 4 points in a row. And she gets to 6-3. And you think, okay, well, that first set is done. But Eala kept on fighting. She gets it to 6-all, saving 3 set points in a row. But she cannot save a 4th at 7-6. And Vanetova wins that first set. I still thought we're probably going 3, and then it would get very interesting. But again, my tennis prediction for this particular encounter was wrong because Vanetova then shows another huge momentum shift, and one that even Alex wasn't able to retrieve, as she won the first 5 games of the second set. She raced into that 5-love lead and never looked back. What were some of the keys in terms of the victory? Well, Alex Eala wasn't able to punish some of those second serves, particularly towards the end of the first set and throughout the second set. She had chances. She had short balls, which deserved to be punished. But Eala was too often dumping shots into the net that she would normally make. She also, in the early part of the match, when she went down 2-love, wasn't able to create the rallies that she needed. She also lost a little bit of patience on occasions. And then when it came to the latter stages of the match, she was getting those second serves in, but she actually wasn't maybe going aggressive enough. I know these margins are fine, but she needed to stay aggressive with margin. And I don't think she quite found the balance for that. She also probably didn't respect that first serve of Vanetova's enough. And even the second serve at times, the kick serve was too much. Eala does need to make improvements to her serve, no doubt about it. But ultimately, she's got to where she is right now with her game, which is top 40 in the world. She may well stay top 40 in the world for large parts of this season. That is to come. Valentova, though, was the winner today in 2 sets in 1 hour and 32 minutes and sets up a second round clash with her compatriot, Karolina Mukova. Just before we end, I will look at some of the stats from this encounter. This is for the entire match, of course. So, according to the WTA website, we have obviously the most important stat of all is that Valentina won 7-6, 6-1. Yeah, going to be playing her compatriot in the next round. But yeah, I just want to have a quick look at some of the stats from this encounter before we bring this stream to a close. If I can bring them up for you. Yeah, here we go. Match stats. 1 hour, 32 minutes on the clock. There are a few things that annoy me as much as the WTA website. Let me tell you that. Here we go. Well, I'm going to get them on my TV screen right now, so I'll share them with you from there. 0 aces for Eala and 4 for Valentova. 3 double faults from Valentova, but they all came in the first set. So that was a really important factor for her in that second set. She wasn't double faulting at all. Eala hit 21 unforced errors. As I said, a lot of them were on short balls. And in the second set, she wasn't able to get any break points on the Valentova serve. It was obviously a much shorter second set, but nevertheless, she just couldn't get her teeth into the Valentova serve on the second set. And overall, Valentova won 70 points to 54. Wonderful that you could all join me today. Thank you for joining, and you know the drill. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.